Hey guys, this is SuperFunnyBros, and it's story time, boys and girls. So, I was checking my Facebook page, and someone linked me to their YouTube channel. The channel description said, I shit you not, a Super Funny Bros styled comment series. Upon further inspection, I had come to the conclusion that this commentator's style was anything but the apparent influence. Experiencing deja vu? Well, you're not crazy for thinking it, because this is exactly like when RTV 190 Returns was also inspired by me and also sucked. I was going to do a commentary on his Clay Claymore commentary, but commentaries on CommentJack already popped up before I could even start working on it. So instead of contributing to the bandwagon, I decided to make this message to CommentJack. Why? Because as I said earlier, he was influenced by me, and I think the only person he would actually listen to is me. So CommentJack, if you're watching this, here is my message to you. Everything that MacboyReducx, Dicaprio, and everyone else that has done a commentary on you have said are true. Your commentaries are worthless. They offer no insightful criticisms and no genuine humor. All of the criticisms that you did try to dish out were either non-existent or very incoherent. Like this, for example. That's it. No verbal response, no witty quips, no sound whatsoever? Just an awkwardly silent face hoof?
The citizens of Townsville cannot tie their shoe without the Powerpuff Girls.
Strawmanning. And this was on the top of my head.
And you don't know what a straw man is. A straw man fallacy is using a weaker version of your opponent's argument so that it's easier to debunk. Clay Claymore did no such thing at that part. Of all the spots where you could possibly argue that he did pull a straw man, you picked the non-existent one. So yeah, you can't seem to criticize coherently and sensibly.
I'm pulling this out of my ass.
You got that right.
If you go to the comments and write anything that implies something about my sexuality or my religion, not only I'm going to remove your comment and block you, but I'm gonna track your ID and you will go to jail.
So not only are you terrible at giving criticism, you're also terrible at receiving criticism. You must have very thin skin when you have to block people and even threaten to call the authorities on people that were just joking and not sexually harassing you, as you say. I don't care if you're 14, it doesn't give you immunity. Now let's talk about your humor. I admit that I'm not the funniest commentator in the community, despite my name, but I at least try to put some humor into them. And when I do, it works. Your jokes, however, fall flat more than the do the flop guy.
I don't find your show funny, so I'll call it anti-humor. Ha ha, I'm a special snowflake.
And on a technical standpoint, your audio quality is terrible.
Have you ever worked with a broken USB?
Is it the microphone that's broken or the computer? If it's the microphone, then why don't you buy a new one? You could get mics with decent audio quality for ridiculously cheap prices. In this day and age, there is absolutely no excuse for not having a decent microphone. But even if you got a good microphone, there's also the issue with your voice. It sounds very monotone in your videos, even when you actually try to emote. And before anyone calls me a hypocrite, monotone voices can be fixed. I used to have a monotone voice in my really old videos and even my first commentary, but later on I got better. This next issue may be small, but your skipping intermission is way too long. This is how long yours is.
Yahoo! Play it, son!
Almost 8 seconds. This is how long mine is.
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
A little over 4 seconds. Your skipping intermissions need to be short and sweet. Anything longer than 5 seconds is too much, because if your video involves multiple skipping intermissions, then it's going to be monotonous. I would suggest cutting yours in half. And finally, your skips never explain why you're skipping. They'll just pop out of nowhere and leave the viewers puzzled. One last argument I have for you left. You are without a shadow of a doubt a mysterious Mr. Enter fanboy. This has been proven by you trying to damage control the rather legit points that Clay Claymore had. While I'm not exactly fond of Clay Claymore's ad hominems on those that do like the Powerpuff Girls among other shows, he does bring up valid points such as Mr. Enter's mediocre editing and his incomprehensible understanding of humor and satire.
Okay, first off, he never said he hated Family Guy.
Well, 3 of his animated atrocities on Family Guy should prove well enough that he does hate the show. So you give Ben the loony shit for hating Family Guy, but not Mr. Enter? And let's not forget the fact that you have told other people in the comments to stop criticizing him. That is proof beyond a reasonable doubt that you are a fanboy. I'm sorry if my criticisms sound harsh to you, but that's how I critique. I never sugarcoat my words or else I would sound dishonest. I appreciate that you enjoy my content and I'm flattered that I can be a commentary influence to someone. Don't get me wrong. But you have shown a bad first impression to me and the community. You need a better microphone, and you really need to think about your arguments before actually using them. It's like delivering a pizza. If you put in the effort and time to making it, the person paying for it will be very satisfied. But if it's rushed out only to save time and to get your money sooner, then it's not going to be good. You've already made 3 full commentaries and a one-shot in less than a month. It shows me that you don't put the time and effort into your commentaries. If you have friends, have them watch your commentaries and ask them for feedback before you upload them to the public. I always proofread and screen test my commentaries with my friends before uploading them to make sure they are good for my viewers and subscribers. And likewise, I do that for them too, because my critiques can be helpful. So that's my message to you, CommentJack. I hope you take what I say to heart and actually improve on your next commentary. Otherwise, you're going to become an easy target to the community you're trying to be a part of. And to everyone else, this is SuperFunnyBros saying, get good or get wrecked.